Good morning, distinguished dignitaries, policymakers, industry leaders, innovators. This is Tina Joy for Bombay Chamber, your host for the day. I'd like to begin with a story. In 1997, when IBM's Deep Blue defeated world chess champion Garry Kasparov, many believed they had witnessed the pinnacle of artificial intelligence. The headlines declared, "The machine has beaten the man." But history tells a different story. A few years later, a new format of chess emerged, centaur chess, where a human and an AI played together. Surprisingly, these human-AI teams consistently outperformed both the strongest grandmasters and the most powerful computers playing alone. The lesson wasn't that humans would be replaced by machines. The lesson was that the future belongs to those who know how to collaborate with intelligence, both human and artificial. And perhaps that is the story of India's next chapter. As we envision Viksit Bharat 2047, artificial intelligence is not merely another technology to adopt. It is an opportunity to amplify the human potential, strengthen institutions, accelerate innovation, and solve challenges at a scale the world has never seen. The question before us is no longer whether AI will shape our future. The question is, how will India shape AI to build a future that is innovative, inclusive, ethical, and uniquely Indian? It is in pursuit of that answer that we gather here today. On behalf of the Bombay Chamber of Commerce and Industry, it is my privilege to welcome you to the AI for Viksit Bharat Summit, a platform where industry, academia, startups, and thought leaders come together to explore how AI can become a catalyst for India's journey towards becoming a developed nation. Today's conversations are not just about algorithms or automation, because the true measure of AI will not be how intelligent our machines become, but how much more empowered our people become. Thank you for being here today to shape that future. To set the summit in motion, I now invite Mr. Harish Narayanan, Chairman of our Digitalization Committee, Bombay Chamber, and CMO and CDO of HDFC AMC to give his welcome address and set the theme for the conclave.
Thank you, Stina, for that wonderful story. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you all here for the inaugural AI for Viksit Bharat 2026 Summit. We are privileged to have a fantastic group of CEOs, CXOs, founders, industry leaders in this room. And a special warm welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Harish Mehta, a pioneer whose work in NASSCOM and currently in Onward Technologies has truly shaped the tech industry in India. So welcome, sir, and welcome all of you. It's wonderful to have you all here. I also extend a very warm welcome to all our speakers, our panelists, our moderators, and the wonderful team at Bombay Chamber. Thanks for joining us today. I'll start with the number, 21. Okay? That is the number of years we have left before we hit 2047. Okay? Which was the target, the vision set by the Honorable Prime Minister for us to become a Viksit Bharat or a developed nation. Now, 21 years is essentially a full career, right? Many of us are here with 20, 30 years of experience. And if you see, in 2047, the people who are going to be driving the nation forward are the ones who are in college or just finished college in their 20s right now. And for these people, they are going to build using tools which did not exist when they were in college. They are going to build using technologies which were barely a theory or on paper when they started. So the pace of change around us is accelerating, and we are here to discuss the catalyst for that acceleration. Right? The Bombay Chamber has been convening these kinds of gatherings, these kind of rooms since 1836. This is our 190th year. For the railways, to the telegraphs, to the mills, to the internet, to now to AI, our role has been the same, right? Which is to bring the industry together to debate what is the way forward and what's the future, and focus on the actions that will lead us into this future. Now, Viksit Bharat demands three things. It demands sustainable growth, it demands improved productivity, and it demands confidence to compete on the global scale. I'll repeat that. There are three things Viksit Bharat demands from all of us. One is sustainable growth but which is also sustainable. It demands improved productivity. Each and every Indian has to be 10x, 100x more productive. And third, it demands confidence that we can compete on a global stage. And I believe that AI is the tool, the Brahmastra, that will help us get all these three things: sustainable growth, improved productivity, and global competitiveness. So I also want to say this, that we are not starting from behind. If we look at the digital public infrastructure, the well-known success stories of our country, Aadhaar, UPI, ONDC and whatnot, they have become the global benchmark, right? Our founders, they are building in some of it. I would say that this is the most challenging market in the world, right? When it comes to margins, when it comes to customer expectations, we have amazing founders, amazing business leaders who are taking the next step forward. And the median age of our country is below 30. So we have the youngest technical workforce on the planet, for whom this technology is second nature. So we are already the number one adopters of ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, you name it, and we are the number one adopters of these technologies in the world. So I leave you with this question to carry through the day. The shift is happening regardless, right? The genie is out of the bottle. We can't put it back. We can't undo AI. Are we going to lead it, or are we going to follow it? Are we going to be the winners and the takers and the ambitious people who win this race, or are we going to be followers? There's a very famous quote that says that the future is already here, but it is unevenly distributed, right? Will we, this room, be the group that evenly distributes this future to everyone? If we commit our talent, our innovation, and our intent, and our trusted digital foundations to this, India can be the trusted, inclusive, innovative home for AI. We, in our true spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, I think we are one of the rare places where we take inclusivity so seriously, and we'll be able to bring AI to the world in a very inclusive way. So my sincere thanks to Mr. Mehta, our speakers, panelists, for being here, our partners, Express Computer, and also our chamber patrons. Thanks for being here. Thanks for participating in this day. And before we dive into sessions, I want to set the theme for the day. For that, can we have the slides, please? I want to explore the two letters at the beginning of our summit. Thank you. So, AI is called artificial intelligence, but for me, it is applied intelligence. Theoretical AI is not of any use to anybody. How do we take it from artificial intelligence to applied intelligence is the theme that we want to set for the day. The questions in every boardroom today, right? How can I use this technology to scale my business? Do I really need to? Is it another fad? I'm already using ChatGPT and dozen tools, right? What else can I do? How do I go beyond the jargon, and when the things change every day? When I open Twitter, I already feel I'm behind, right? Every single day. If I don't catch up on technology trends and innovations, every week there is a new model that is coming up. Every new week there are new capabilities. The last question, I think this is all playing on our minds. Some of us won't vocalize it, but I'm sure it is there, which is, will AI replace me at my work? Will I be relevant soon? So what we will do here today is we will get a great starting point, a launch pad with clarity, and we'll get paths to explore and the confidence to jump in head first. So this is what we promise for the day. It always helps to take a few steps back and look at how the world has changed. Do you notice? So these are top 10 market cap companies by decade. Okay, global top 10 market cap companies by decade. What do you notice here? The 1980s, Standard Oil, Schlumberger, Shell, Mobil, mostly oil companies. 1990s, we have a few Japanese entrants because they had that boom decade, but a lot of banks, right? Mostly finance. 2000 starts with Windows and IBM and Microsoft. 2010s is more China and commodities. But if you look at the 2020s, we all know this terminology, Mag 7. If you look at the 2020s, 7 out of 10 companies are AI companies. Almost all of them are technology companies, except for Saudi Aramco and Berkshire. Everything is a tech company, and 7 of 10 are AI companies. What changed here? How do you see this change? If you look at what drives innovation, the cycle time drives innovation. So what I mean by this is, I started my career in Procter & Gamble. Each time we wanted to launch a new product, it would take about 18 months. Right? You want to launch a new razor, Gillette mein, 18 months. If you want to launch a new soap, 12 months. So the cycles that I could run, the cycle is as follows. Launch, feedback, improve, iterate, launch, feedback, improve, iterate. This cycle time in P&G was about 12 to 18 months. Then I went to Google, right? There the launch cycle was 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks there is a new launch. Every 2 weeks there is a new app release. So today, there are companies which have a cycle time of 2 days. So the question is, which company will improve faster? A company that improves once in a year, or a company that improves 26 times in a year, or a company that improves 150 times in a year? And I see a future where it is going to become even faster, right? I can imagine a future where the product improves every day, every hour. And that is the future that we are headed towards. And Andreessen Horowitz talked about a future where software was eating the world. This was 15 years ago. Now it's a world where AI is eating software, and hence AI will eat the world. How can we think of this tech revolution? So far, about 7-8 years ago, we were in the digital revolution, where it was permissionless leverage, the one on the right? You didn't have to ask permission for somebody for code to work for you. Instead of hiring people or getting capital, digital or code is permissionless leverage. So what happened because of that? You could automate, you could scale automation. Now, and if you remember nothing from my speech, and if you remember just this one thing, I'll be very happy. AI is the new electricity. The way we enter this room and we take this for granted, right? We switch on the switch and lights go off, the AC works, the fan works. The way we take electricity for granted, in the next 3 to 5 years, we will take AI for granted. We will take intelligence for granted. What does this mean? You will enter your room and the room will know that you like this temperature, you like this kind of a situation. It will know that your phone has to behave in a certain way. It will know, you'll just say, book my ticket to Bombay, and it will know which airline, what time, when should I book your taxi. You will take intelligence for granted, right? This, because it is electricity, it will be part of everything that we do. And intelligence is now available on tap. It is like you just open the tap and you can get intelligence. So digital give us reach. Intelligence is what we plug into digital. And we spoke about this. The example was beautiful. Thanks, Tina, for setting that up. Artificial intelligence and human wisdom. Right? AI will not replace humans, but humans using AI will win against humans who don't. And I always come back to this, especially in the world of finance. We are in a business of trust. I keep coming back to this. The whole point is AI will drive scale, but humans have to drive intent. What we need to do and why we need to do it cannot be answered by AI. Right? That has to come from a human being. So whether you call us the coach, the guide, the sarthi, whatever you want to call humans, we will be the people holding the reins, while the AI is the horsepower that will take us to where we want to go. So the way I see it is, this is a great chance for us to scale our service, scale our impact 10x and 100x. This is my last slide, and this is the thought experiment. This is how I look at AI, and I wish that everybody looks at AI. If you had a dozen or 100 or 1,000 PhD level assistants, right? Who are well versed in every subject under the sun, but they don't have context about your business, your customer. How would you train them and how would you put them to work? Right? Hundreds of PhD level assistants are waiting to work for you at $20 a month. How will you train them? How will you give them context? And how will you scale their impact? And how will you scale the service that you can offer to your customer or your client? This is the opportunity today, and I hope that this is how optimistic we can be about what we have in front of us. This is the opportunity, but there are a lot of questions, right? How will we unlock this? What does real application look like? What do I do tomorrow? What are the governance challenges? Data security issues? How do I make sure that my data doesn't go to China? There are a lot of questions. Every time I go to a business leader or a CEO, these are the kind of questions I get. And my answer to that is, please be here the entire day. We will give you all these answers. We have experts from various different industries, CEOs of large companies, how they are using AI. We have startup founders who will tell you what is happening in the world of the AI outcomes today. We have speakers from Amazon and Google who are going to talk about how their case studies can help you in really applying these learnings into your real world use cases. We will talk about enterprise use cases where data and security are an issue. We'll talk about cutting edge use cases from medicine. So the day is here to help you. Please stay for the whole day. Please take a lot of notes and ask a lot of questions. So that's my request to all of you. Applied intelligence starts today, and I hope you have a great day. So on that note, thank you and welcome all of you.
Thank you for your insights, Mr. Narayanan.